Crypto fear and greed is back down to a level of 15 extreme greed. Guys, we have spent the majority of the last year in fearful and extremely fearful situations. It has been very difficult for retail investors, and hopefully we're seeing a bottom put in. Now, the levels that we're currently sitting at for Dogecoin, Shiba Inu coin, meme coins in general are essentially fresh lows. Now, when you look at major altcoins, when you look at Bitcoin, we are at low levels that have held up historically as major support. Now, in the video today, we're going to be talking a little bit about those levels, and we're going to be focusing on Dogecoin because this is the resistance level that is potentially holding it back from a 400% move. Let's talk about it. If it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay, and I do want to say thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for understanding that AI now runs YouTube, and it is allowing general discussions about cryptocurrencies, NFTs, and digital assets. That's all that this video is. It's simply you and I discussing the cryptocurrency market, the cryptocurrency news, and specifically we're going to be focusing on Dogecoin in this video. Now, a lot of the headlines out there are for the current decline that has been taking place. And as a matter of fact, if you come out to the KSEX exchange here, if you type in Dogecoin, I've got it up. You can pull up, you can see that it has been a very red stretch. Essentially nothing but losses since Dogecoin was tapping some fresh highs or some recent highs around 30 cents back in September of 2025. Now that's not that long ago. But guys, the declines have been horrendous since then. Essentially day after day after day of nothing but losses and a 66% move to the downside. Now, I do believe that Dogecoin can recover off of these levels, absolutely. And as a matter of fact, if you go back, historically speaking, 10 cents has held up as a very strong level of support. 5 cents below that has held up as a very strong level of support. But nonetheless, 10 cents is a support level on Doge. Now, let's talk about some of these resistance levels. It says you've got some crypto analysts out there releasing fresh updates on Dogecoin as the continuing price analysis consistently shared on X earlier last year. It says the latest update focuses on a resistance level currently holding Dogecoin back from a 400% rally. Now, 400% rally takes Dogecoin back essentially to the 50 cent area, and 50 cents is not going to be easy to get to, okay? 50 cents is going to have way more than one level of resistance. Clearly, you saw resistance or you saw support on the way down at 15 cents, 20 cents, again, at 30 cents there. So there's going to be a lot of levels on the way back up that Dogecoin has to break through. This time around, however, we've got regulatory clarity. We've got ETFs. Guys, we have such a framework being built for the cryptocurrency sector. The only thing that is holding it back is the fear. And I believe that it's unjust fear. I believe a lot of banks, I believe a lot of institutions, and I believe a lot of retail investors simply do not like the current leadership, and therefore they're driving prices lower, essentially in retaliation. It says they highlighted a 65 cent level as the critical resistance level that stands between Dogecoin and its next price rally. The analyst said the memes coin's price is currently 402% below this key resistance, suggesting that Dogecoin's price can only begin a substantial upward move if it can rally as high as that. Until then, gains will likely remain limited or short-lived. That's pretty dumb analysis, in my opinion. Okay. Dogecoin's next resistance level is not at 65 cents. So I don't know what's wrong with this guy that he would say that's Dogecoin's next resistance level. Clearly, Dogecoin is going to have many significant levels of resistance, including the 100-day moving average, right, which currently sits at about 15 cents. Above that, you've got these higher highs and higher lows that were hit throughout, I guess, the second half of 2025. So resistance at about 25 cents. Resistance at 27 cents, resistance at 30 cents, and on the way back up as well, these lower highs that were hit. Dogecoin is going to have a very hard increase. It's going to have a very difficult time rising in value. But what makes it easier and what makes it possible is sentiment. Remember that Dogecoin is a meme coin. It needs greedy sentiment to set in before it can really see some substantial gains. It's not going to happen when people are showing extreme fear. Extreme fear is an excellent time to buy, okay? It's an excellent time to buy low. A lot of people fall victim to the fear and they sell low and decide to buy high. So if you guys are interested in buying Dogecoin, you got a link for Best Wallet down in the description below. It's going to pull you up to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store, depending on what phone you have. And of course, from there, you can download it to check it out. It is an absolutely free app. Your access to the blockchain, your keys, your crypto, all of that good stuff. So make sure to look at it if you guys want to check it out. But do not forget to diversify. I know we talk a lot about Dogecoin. We talk a lot about a lot of specific coins. But diversification is extremely important. And one of the tokens that I have been diversifying into is Bitcoin Hyper. These guys are building a layer 2 blockchain for Bitcoin, $31.2 million raised, which is absolutely incredible because of all the fear that we just got done talking about. A lot of people are afraid to buy new assets. They're not afraid to buy Bitcoin Hyper. Now, in the next 23 hours, the next stage of the ICO is going to begin, so make sure to use that link down in the description if you do want to research more about Bitcoin Hyper here. But these guys have about 18,000 followers on X. They're doing a phenomenal job growing their community, growing their project, growing the layer 2. And of course, let me know what you guys end up deciding down in the comments. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.